Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want to invite a bunch of friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't want to miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back until you start trying. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, Deanna? Hey, everybody, how y'all doing? I know I have been missing in action with the TV show reviews because I've been spending so much time covering that murder trial in my neck of the woods. So I was like, okay, I owe y'all some TV show reviews. Which one should I do first out the gate? You know, it had to be Power, y'all. It had to be Power. Please tell me, all of y'all have already watched the episode because it's about to be some major spoilers. I mean, mostly everybody in the universe knows what happened, on Power. So whether y'all watched it or not, y'all probably know the outcome of the TV show. So we're going to discuss the finale of season 6, episode 15. And we're also going to discuss after that, what we think is going to happen next, because this within a few months this year, they're going to come out with the spinoff of Power. So y'all got to let me know if y'all looking forward to the spinoff of Power as well. And let me see. Matter of fact, I was just looking at something. Okay. It's going to be called Power Book 2 Ghost, and then there's going to be Power Book 3 Raising Cain. But Power Book 2 Ghost, I think that's going to be off the chain. I'm looking forward to it. I hate to see this, story come to an end. I hate to see Ghost come to an end. I want to believe like he's still alive, like Tupac and Biggie Smalls. Hey, Ms. Hogg, how you doing? Yes, I'm finally getting to the Power review. I'm like, y'all gonna come hunt me down if I don't get back to doing my TV show reviews. But and also we are live on 2 different platforms. We are live on Tanya's Primetime TV, and we are live on the Hood Table. If y'all not subscribed to my other YouTube channel called The Hood Table, which is D as in David, A, The Hood Table. All of my Primetime squad, make sure y'all go over to the Hood Table and subscribe, and vice versa, because eventually these 2 YouTube channels are going to have totally different content. Okay, so make sure you guys are subscribed to both of the channels, Tanya's Primetime TV and also the Hood Table. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But yes, Miss Hogg, I'm getting to the finale. Deanna said you at work, but you support and all. Thank you. Don't get in trouble now. Be up there. Yeah, I see you watching Tanya on the Hood Table talking about some Power. What the heck is Power? But first off, I would like to say, did y'all get the outcome that y'all expected? Like, there were so many different scenarios, and I must say, I really, really liked how they did this finale. I mean, the whole season. The whole season 6, I really did like how they did the whole season. And make sure you guys click the like button on your way in and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Thank you very much. But yeah, from the beginning of the season, I have said that every episode they're gonna focus on one person, and they did it literally every episode. They focused on at the beginning they focus on Paz, then they focus on Dre, then they focus on Tate, then they focus on, they were slowly knocking them out the way. They focus on Tommy, his story, his ending story leading up to Ghost death. They just started knocking them out the way. So we was like, no, Paz didn't do it, no, Tommy didn't do it, no, Sax didn't do it, no, Paz didn't do it, no, Tate didn't do it, no. And so it got down to the last people, which was his son Reek, Tasha, and who else was last? Was it Tommy? No, it wasn't Tommy, because Tommy, we knew, saw him. He was the one who found him dead. I think it was Tate. Yeah, I think it was Tate. Yeah, those three. I think that's who was the last few. And out of those, I was like, dang, is it going to be Tasha? Is it going to be Reek? Is it going to be Reek? Is it going to be Tasha? I just didn't know. I was hoping that, I think I had mentioned several times in the past that I think Reek was going to be the one to kill him, but I was kind of hoping it would end up being Tasha. But the way they did the storyline, I was like, wow. It's just amazing. I mean, all the writers, they're so creative. The producers, 50 Cent, we got to give 50 his props. 50 been dead since I don't know when, which episode he was killed off on. But 50 been dead for a minute. But just the way that they everybody played like an intricate, important 50 hold up. Got my video playing in the background. But everybody played like a specific role and an important role in the end. You said you knew who it was due to the leak. I haven't been watching nothing, Miss Hogg. Matter of fact, when the finale came on, I made sure that I didn't watch or look at anything that had Power on it. No reviews, not the show. I was like, I'm not going to look at anything until I get ready to watch the show. And then I'm going to give, my little old review, what I, thought of the finale. And I thought it was awesome. I thought it was off the chain. I actually when, at the beginning, Tasha, when she had showed up at her dude's house and she was like, was coming on to him, and then they ended up making love, and then woo 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 woo. Text, when she left her dude's house, and Reek texted her because he was concerned about her, like, where you at, Ma? Because the last thing he know was that his dad had tried to choke the holy life out of his mama. So that's why he went to Dre to get a gun. And then, Tosh, when she was at her dude's house, after she got up in the morning to go home, she saw the gun in the drawer, of her boyfriend at the time. And that was crazy how close they got. Like, it's like he went from coming to the daycare, and then he went from, I'll protect you, I ain't scared of ghosts. It was weird how close they had got, to the point where she, I believe that he thought that he was closer to her than she felt. You know what I mean? Like, especially when they went to, Tasha played cute. She played him, but in the end, I really thought when they came to Tosh, the first time they came to Tasha, and they was like, we got to bring y'all in for questioning. They brought in Tariq. They brought in Tasha, both for questioning. Tasha was getting questioned by Rodriguez. Reek was being questioned by Sax. And if it wasn't for the fact that Sax, he was at the scene of the crime in the middle of the night, and if it wasn't for Reek seeing him and seeing his gun fall out of his pocket, he probably would have never got out of that situation. So even though Dre, was dead, he had got killed, in jail, he was still able to convince Sax to let him walk, for the murder. But after that, I thought they had basically got away when they came back, and she was like, she made that phone call and said, I know who killed Ghost. I was like, ain't this about you know what, Tasha? She is so cold hearted. She is so cold blooded. Like, I thought Ghost was cold blooded, but Tasha is really cold blooded. Like, when Tommy found out that Tasha was the one to kill Keisha, when he received all the belongings from the hospital, from the morgue, you know, after Keisha was murdered, and you know, they give you the belongings of your loved ones. And when Tommy saw Tasha's earring in there, which he knew was hers because his ex-girlfriend had tried to steal, you know, had stole the other pair, he knew she did it. So when he came over to her house and approached her, you know, I thought he was going to kill the girl. I mean, he really looked like he was going to kill Tasha. But then at the end, it was like Tommy, one of the coldest people in the whole show, he had a heart at the end. And he was like, you know what, Tosh? I want to kill you so bad, but I'm going to let you go because your kids don't deserve it. Your kids deserve to have a mom, even though you don't deserve to be alive. Like, she took Keisha's life. And granted, Keisha had, you know, signed papers. She had, you know, signed papers to turn Fed. But Keisha had, you know, packed up all her stuff and she was planning to run. So we don't know anymore if Keisha would have snitched, if Keisha would have, you know, turned in everybody that had something to do with Ghost and, you know, had them all thrown in jail, including Reek. We don't know. As far as we know, the last thing she had done was packed all her stuff to leave. And she was going to leave Tommy, you know, but Tosh, she had to cover her back. She had to cover her back. Yeah, Tommy thought about his god kids. Tasha did. She was just like, I'm sorry, you gotta go. She's always looking out for herself. Even from the beginning, from the very first episode, from the gate, when the show first came on, season 1, episode 1, Tasha has always been about her money, how well they're living, how much money her dope boy is bringing in. And when he decided to start running for governor, he started to, you know, try to clean all his money up and then no longer running the streets and turn a new leaf. She wasn't for all that. She wasn't for all that. She wasn't for Keisha possibly snitching. She wasn't for Ghost leaving her. And the thing about it, Ghost has been planning on getting out of that lifestyle for a long time. Angela wanted him to get out of that lifestyle for a long time. Angela had the best interest for Ghost at the time when Angela was alive. That's one of the main reasons why he fell out of love with Tasha and fell in love, you know, with Angela. You know, they had a something when they were younger, and they had, you know, stopped seeing each other over the years because Angela wanted to go into law enforcement. Ghost, you know, he was a hustler. He was a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? He was a murderer. But him and Angela had the best interest at heart. And after Angela passed, it was like no chance of him even getting back with Tosh. And that's when Tosh started messing with other people, Terry Silver, you know, Q, and Ghost start messing around with Mona and, you know, other people like that. But Tasha was always looking out for herself. She still wanted that quick, fast money. She wanted to be rich. She wanted to be rich. You said that's why Ghost didn't leave her. No, he didn't leave her nothing. I was like, I thought he was gonna do something slick, like try to leave her, like, I don't know, a car or the furniture set or the bedroom set, you know, something real petty. But he went real low. But I don't blame him. Because, first of all, Tasha was seeking a divorce. The only reason why they didn't get a divorce yet because Ghost was running as running mate to Lorette Walsh, so they had to make his image look good. They already got him exonerated from murder from Gregory Knox, you know, the FBI agent, and so him getting a divorce right at that very moment, that wasn't cool for his image. So that's the only reason he didn't grant her the divorce. And you see how he told her off at the graveside of their daughter? Man, that I think that's probably was the lowest she ever felt, besides at the end when she got locked up. But when he he called her, what did he call her? He said some ghetto. Basically, he was like, you know what? You was never good enough for me. You can have your divorce now. He was like, if I would have never picked you up out the ghetto, you still be up in the ghetto like some ghetto hood rat, something like that. He said to her. And then when he found out that he was gonna try to take the kids, he gonna take he gonna take Reek. And what put the nail in the coffin was when he said Ramona would be a better mother than you. Basically saying to her, she ain't even worth being a mother anymore. You're not worth it. You're not mother material anymore. And so that's basically what made her decide, okay, I'm gonna have to take this fool out. For one, on top of taking her kids away, then he gonna tell Tariq that he needs to turn himself in. Like, I thought that was totally messed up. You know, I can remember, and I know y'all all remember, when he told Reek that he would take the rap for him. He said, if anything ever went down, you know, if they ever try to investigate you or try to pin the murder on you, I will take the rap. I will take the fall for it. But since he's running, you know, as running mate to Lorette Walsh, that's the whole storyline to change. Now he's like, forget that. I done already went to jail over some mess that I didn't even do. I done already took the rap for something I didn't do. I'm not taking the rap. Tariq, you need to stand up and be a man. Hey, you rolled the dice. And then it was like, I kind of see where Ghost, I kind of see why Ghost did it. Besides the fact that he wanted to keep his image clean, but he did tell her off Miss Hole. He told her off something horrible, something terrible. Something terrible. But, you know, when he had told him that he was going to handle Ray Ray's murderer, being that Reek knew who killed him, he could have told Ghost. He could have told anybody, and they could have handled it. But Reek was like, nope, I'm going to handle this myself. I'm going to handle it on my own. And that's why Ghost was like, well, if you would have stayed home like I told you, if you just would have went to school at Choate like I told you, if you would just stop trying to slang drugs like I told you, you know, you wouldn't be in this situation. But Reek and Tasha was still looking at it like, You made a promise to our son that you would take the fall for Ray Ray's murder, for that cop Ray that killed Raina, their daughter. He said, you promised to take the rap for it, but all that changed when he found out, you know, the whole situation. And then again, him running as running mate to Lorette Walsh and all that. But so I kind of see why Ghost like changed his mind, even though I thought the way he did it was kind of cold-hearted, because I truly believe, and y'all let me know how y'all feel, but I truly believe for some reason that Ghost was not going to have Reek's best interest at heart. Like, Reek was like, man, I could just see it in his eyes that he would do anything to get me out the way of him, you know, getting to Albany, New York, you know, with a scot-free image, blemish-free image, and getting his son out the way, turning his own blood in, like, that would look real great. You know, that would look real great to the politicians and to the, you know, the citizens of New York. That would look real great. This man, he's honorable. He's by the law. He's by the books. His son that killed somebody, and he don't turn his own son in for the murder. And it was for the murder of their own daughter. So yeah, they would have looked at that like, oh, this man is truthful. He's honest. He's for the people. He's against, you know, crime and all that. That would have been a shoo-in. That would have been a shoo-in. But yes, Tariq is hard-headed. But where he get it from? He get it from his daddy and his mama too. But he mainly get it from his daddy. From Ghost. But yeah, Ghost, he was like, nah, I'm not having that. But yeah, that was like, you know, and then the moment when he was like, you know how Tommy and Ghost, they grew up real close, like blood brothers, even though they weren't blood brothers, but they grew up like blood brothers. Ghost kids was Tommy's god kids. You know, they had that relationship. They rode together, they ride or die together, and all that kind of stuff. And then, you know, they kind of fell out. They fell out because of a couple of things. Because one, remember, Ghost had made Tommy believe that his dad was the one that was going to snitch on him. So Tommy killed his dad. Tommy ended up killing also his ex-girlfriend. And then, I mean, it was just a whole bunch of things. Then Tasha killed Keisha. And it was a whole bunch of different reasons why Ghost and Tommy fell out. But at that moment, when he saw Ghost there lying, bleeding all over the floor of Club Truth, and he started crying and begging Ghost not to die and hold on to the ambulance got there, that was really emotional for me. And then with Reek standing up at the top, like, remember when we didn't know who was standing at the top? And I just assumed it was either Tasha or Reek or, you know, I didn't know. I didn't know for sure who it was. And all we know was Ghost said, let him go. Let him go. Because Tommy put that gun up there. Tommy was going to kill him. Even though it was his godson, Reek, up there, Tommy was going to pull that trigger. But Ghost didn't want his son to die. In the end, I think Ghost was going to not put Tariq away, but he was going to be fine with Tariq getting put away. I don't know if he would have had his best interest at heart, if he would have tried to hurry up and get him out, or if he would have made his, you know, he would have had some power. Like, Ghost already has power, but he would have had more power once, you know, him and Loretta Walsh won. He would have had some more power. And it's a possibility that his son could have got out, you know, after a year, after, you know, because he did get revenge for his sister's death. They could have been like, oh, it was a crime of passion, or it was, you know, something like that. So he could have, you know, got off with a slap on the wrist, but he was going to totally wait until he got up into, you know, in Albany. It was very touching. I was like, his last breath. And then, you know, when he knew that he was going to get killed, when Ghost, when he was pleading for his life, when he was saying, give me the gun, you don't want to do this. Once you do this, ain't no turning back. He said, I know your mother is trying to, you know, make you do this. Your mother set you up to do this. And Reek looked him dead in the eye and said, my mother ain't got nothing to do with this, man. I'm doing this because I want to do this. You ain't been a father to me in a long time. And he was like, Kanan had more love for me than you ever did. And then when Ghost looked in his eyes, I could just see the way Tariq's eyes was. And he was like, I knew he knew then that Reek was going to kill him. That it wasn't Tasha's idea. That it was totally his own son. And to die knowing that your son planned it all along on his own to kill you. And then while he's taking his last breaths, he's like telling Tommy, don't kill him. Let him go. Let him go. I think he, deep down inside, he always wanted his son to do better. He always wanted him to finish school at Choate. Then he wanted him to go off to college and, you know, graduate and either get in business with him at Truth or, you know, get into some other legitimate business. But I think, you know, at the end, it kind of like was like, okay, let my son go. I don't want him to be charged for murder. I just want him kind of like the same feeling that Tasha was giving at the end when Tasha was arrested. And I thought Reek was going to confess. I thought Reek was going to confess, you know, because if Reek would have confessed, they probably would have, and Tasha knew this. If Reek would have confessed, Reek would have went down for not only that murder of his father, but also for the Ray Ray murder, because they would have been like, okay, now we already had your blood at Ray Ray's murder, you know, blood evidence and whatever other evidence they had. And then you admitted to killing your father too. Oh, Reek probably never got out of jail. Never. So although I thought he was about to say, you know, I did it. Tasha was like, no, please. Just go to school. Just go to school. Live your life. You said Tariq was mad that Ghost left his family. Yep. He was mad that he left him for Angela. He sure was. And it wasn't just, the divorce. It wasn't just the divorce. It was also, that he left him for Angela. And also the fact that, it was a whole lot of things. It was a whole lot of things. Like, Tariq blames him for a lot of things that went wrong. Like, even though Ghost might not have killed Raina, in the end, it all comes back to Ghost. Kanan's death, in the end, all comes back to Ghost. A lot of things that happened. And then when Ghost wanted to have him turn himself in, when Ghost, put his hands on Tasha, it was just a whole lot of things, a whole lot of built up frustration. And then all the lying, all the years that Reek and them thought their family was in legitimate businesses and legitimate hustles and deals, wheels and deals, to find out that his father is one of the kingpins in New York. He's a murderer. He's a thief. He launders money. He all these things that he felt misled. He felt misled. Like, all his life, he expected to walk. Let me get some water. Excuse me. He was expected to walk this fine line, go to school, get good grades, all this. Why his mother and father out here committing all these crimes, all these RICO crimes and all kind of stuff. They was doing all kind of stuff. So yeah, he had a lot of, built up frustration. But that Ray Ray murder, Reek did not want to go down for that murder, because he's like, okay, I get it. I messed up. I probably shouldn't have killed Ray Ray. But what about everything you did, Ghost? How many people have you killed, Ghost? How many people have you had killed? How much money have you stolen? How many lives have you ruined? Reek was like, I will turn myself in for Ray Ray's murder if you turn yourself in for, how about let's start with Terry Silva? Let's start with the latest murder. Let's start with the remember the girlfriend and the girlfriend and the boyfriend. And remember, he killed her boyfriend and let her go. Then he tried to kill her, but then it Ghost have killed a lot of people. And Reek was like, okay, well, I'll turn myself in if you turn yourself in. We can both go hand in hand down to the courthouse together as father and son, and we can turn ourselves in. You said Tariq will still have a hard time in the world. Parents protected. He will have a hard time in the world. That's one thing that Ghost was probably right on about Tasha when she was like, he was like, he needs to grow up. He needs to be a man. He needs to be responsible for his decisions. That's one thing that I can agree with Ghost that he was right on. But I'm with Tasha. I'm protecting my kids, my Sharon, my cubs like a mama bear. I'm protecting them as much as I can to the very end, especially when he killed somebody who killed my other child. I don't care. My daughter is gone to never be, returned. I'll never see her again. And my son took revenge for her death. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. He probably shouldn't have done it, but he did it. Yes, Ghost had a long body count and all kind of other crimes that he has done. All other crimes. So I think he should have done more for his son and not have tried to protect his own image so much, with Reek, because again, it came down to Reek, basically, I don't know, I want to say putting, allowing his sister to finally rest in peace, that her murderer is dead, but it was just revenge. Like, how many people really would love to get revenge for somebody that they killed their loved one? It's against the law. We can't just go out there and get revenge on people like that. But to know somebody did it and they got away with it, and then you turn them in for the murder, nah, I'm with Tasha. I'm with Tasha, for real. Hey, Lola Mignon, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But y'all, are y'all anxious Are y'all anxious? Now that we know who killed Ghost, now we see Tasha up in jail. Tasha, she done pulled off the wig. She done pulled the wig cap off. She done pulled the wig off. She down to the cornrows, to the braids in prison. She's about to go to prison. I don't know how long she's going to go to prison for. I don't know Tariq's fate. I was looking at the previews of, the spinoff to the show, Power 2, Ghost Power 2, or whatever it's called. Are y'all looking forward to that? Because Lola, Power will be a classic, but I think if these writers, if they keep going on this high momentum, with the season 1 and all that kind of stuff coming in, because when they talk to on Power Confidential, when they talk to some of the producers and some of the actors in the show, they were talking about how in season 1, before season 1 even got started, 50 Cent and the producers, they already knew who was gonna kill Ghost. They already knew. They told Tasha in the beginning, 6 seasons ago, that you're gonna be one of the last people standing. She was like, "How? I don't see that. I don't get it." And when they told Ghost how he was gonna die, when they told Omari is his real name, when they told Omari, how Ghost was really gonna die, he was like, "Huh? What? No? Why? Wait, what? My son? What?" Everybody was like, no, this can't be. Tariq is going to be the one to kill. But it had to be. It had to be Tariq. Because y'all remember those words that Tariq said to Ghost. He said, "You still don't see the person that I am today." And he said, "I'm you, Dad. I'm you." That's what he told him. Let me turn one of these lights off because it's too bright. Is that better? See, now I look orange. Okay, we'll have to do with that. But it just looks so bright. But yeah, he told him, he said, "You still don't see me as the person that I really am today." Ghost has not been seeing Tariq for who Tariq is. He just thought Reek was just being disrespectful, hard-headed. He got some friends out here who he's just trying to, being influenced by peer pressure. He wasn't seeing what he created at all. He wasn't seeing what he created. And one thing that he created is somebody who's going to take revenge for their loved ones. If somebody murders somebody I love, I'm going to get revenge. That's who he raised. He didn't see that he raised a drug dealer. He didn't see that. He didn't see that he raised Tariq to be powerful. He might have sent him to school to learn and be smart and get focused and graduate and go off to college. He didn't realize he was raising him to be a murderer, to be a hustler, to be a drug dealer, to be powerful. Like, you know what? The first thing I thought of when they showed that scene at the end, when Tasha was in jail pulling the wig off and showing us the cornrows, and she was plucking each of the eyelashes off and crying, and she was getting down to her bare self, in jail. Tariq, he was, positioning himself in his dorm at his new college, the new college that, what's that white dude name? I forgot his name. Stern. I know his last name is Stern. Stern, the one who basically he paid for the library at his alma mater, and Tasha was like, "Okay, I know you really want truth. Ghost is dead. Tasha don't have no money. All the money, Tariq got, he can't touch it unless he graduates with at least a 3.5 GPA. He's still in high school. We need him to go to college, and not after high school. We need Tariq to go to college tomorrow." Enroll him in college tomorrow. And that wasn't nothing, hard for him to do, being that he had, built the library. He had put all this money in his alma mater. But, she was like, you want true, and you can get that out of his inheritance, out of his trust. So Tariq ended up in college. And they were showing him like kind of, getting comfortable in his dorm and stuff. And when he sat down, when he shut the door, do y'all remember that scene from Juice? At the end, when they told Omar Epps, "You got the juice now," That's the first thing that came through my mind. Like, okay, the powerful person is dead now, and his son is now possibly going, like I've been saying for a long time, Reek is going to take over that city. He is going to take over that city. He is going to get into all kind of things. I think he's going to help get his mother out of prison. I think Tommy is going to come back from LA once he finds out that Tasha's in prison. In jail or locked up. I think Tommy's going to come back from LA. He's going to turn right back around, be like, turn right back around in that whip and come all the way back to New York. That's what I think is going to happen. But yeah, when I seen that scene at the end with with Reek, that's the first thing I thought of was, you got the juice now, Reek. What you gonna do with that juice, Reek? I'm waiting to see what he gonna do with that. Man, I love Tommy too. And it's like, I think I mainly love Tommy Lola because of the fact that he never, I can't remember a time in all six episodes, in all 6 seasons, that Tommy purposely intended to like stab somebody in the back that he loved, or turn his back on somebody that he loved. Now, he was hard, he was gangster. He might hang Tariq off of a building. Like, remember when Tariq told Tommy about the tape? He told him about the tape that Lisa Marie still had and her auntie. And Tommy said, where does little Lisa Marie stay at? Because I need to go pay them a visit. Reek was like, please don't kill little Lisa Marie. She's a good little girl. Don't kill that little girl, Uncle Tommy. And he was like, listen, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to make sure you are not in trouble or incriminated in anything. And then Reek said, well, can you at least not hang her off the edge of a building? Tommy was like, oh, I just reserve that stuff for family. Like, he will teach you a lesson. He will teach you a lesson if you do something wrong and he really cares for you. So Tommy, he's one of those people who will always have your back. That's why I like Tommy. Tommy did some things where I was like, that Tommy. Tommy, we need to talk. But I would love to have him as somebody in my corner anytime. Yes, Tommy was loyal to a fault. He was loyal to a fault. But, sometimes that loyalty, he underestimated people. Like, he underestimated, Ghost. He underestimated Ghost. He thought, like, some people's loyalty, some people don't see loyalty the same way somebody else see loyalty. Like Ghost, again, he was always looking out for himself. He was also looking out for himself when he lied and told Tommy that his father was the one who was snitching on him. So Tommy had to kill his dad. He had to kill his dad because he believed Ghost. That's his brother. They've been riding for each other forever, so he believed Ghost, and he killed his father. Then found out later, Ghost lied. But yeah, so I thought the whole season was great, but I thought the finale was off the chain. It was a little lengthy. I was like, dang, when is it? What time is it? When is this finale gonna be over? I was like, it felt like a 3-hour movie that I was watching. But yes, I am looking forward, y'all. I am really looking forward to the spinoff, because again, I believe Tasha is going to serve some time. I do believe Tasha is going to serve some time. I'm thinking that maybe Tasha might get off because of the fact that, remember when Ghost put his hands on her, he tried to choke her. I think it's going to come down to something, I don't know, crime of passion, and then he killed Terry Silver, her lover, and I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think, because Tasha ain't staying in jail. She's not staying in jail. I'm just trying to figure out how she's going to get out. How's she gonna get out? But yeah, I think that's gonna be great, and I cannot wait. It starts this. Is it this summer? Hold on, let me see. Somebody's just inboxing me. Oh, Miss Hall, you said you're looking forward to next season. I am too. I am looking forward to next season. You said Tariq will have a hard time in the world. Parents protect him. Oh yeah. Yep, Miss Hall. Miss Hall said, "I'm your dad. Look in the mirror." Exactly. That's what Tariq was telling Ghost. You're my dad. Look in the mirror and see what you created. Literally. Let me see. I'm gonna go back out on this internet. See, I had it pulled up on my phone. Okay, Power Book 2. See, when does it start though? Let me see. Premiere. Let me type in premiere. They said it at the end of the show, but no. And they said it at the end of the show, but I don't remember what day they said it will start. Okay, hold up. I'm looking at Newsweek. Power spinoff, Power Book goes to release date confirmed by 50 Cent. Set up. Okay, they say it may be set 2 weeks after the finale. Okay, let's see. I still don't see a date. But it should be soon. I think it's within the next few months. I do believe it's. If somebody knows the premiere date, please put it in the chat, because you already know when we do our premieres, we go live right after the show goes off. So I am really looking forward to that, to when the show goes off. But yes, everybody, I do appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight for this review of Power Season 6, Episode 15, the finale of Power Season 6, and the finale of Power. Now, we are going to be looking forward to the spinoff. It should again be starting within a few months. Thank you, Lola. I appreciate it. Everybody, make sure you hit the like button. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Now, I do owe y'all some more reviews, so I have some more TV to watch this evening. So I will be back later this evening. I think I'm gonna get caught up on Sisters. Because I need to get caught up on Sisters. I need to get caught up on Love and Hip Hop New York. And what else? I can't remember the other show off the top of my head. But what I'm going to do after I log off, I'm going to turn on the TV and I'm going to get caught up on Sisters. So for those of y'all who watch Sisters, or if you just want to tune in for the review later, you just want to chop it up with your girl, feel free to tune in later tonight. I will post a notification. So if you subscribed and if you hit that notification bell, then you will get the notification that lets you know what time I will be going live. So I will be going live later tonight, and we're going to talk about Sisters. I love that show. A lot of people think it's kind of corny. And they don't think maybe all the actors, do such a great job. But I think it is so funny. And some of the scenes are so hilarious and they're entertaining. They might not be the greatest artists. And that's the one thing that I have always loved about, Tyler Perry, especially with Tyler Perry, and the things that he put together. It's like he gives people the chance and the opportunity, and they eventually grow. And they become great actors. But yeah, so we have to do that. And matter of fact, I was thinking about I know what I was thinking about when I said Tyler Perry. The have and the have nots. That's also what we got to get caught up on. The have and the have nots. Yes, Miss Hall, Mary J and Method Man. Ooh, I love me some Method Man. He is going to be in the Power spinoff. Method Man and Mary J. Ooh, I love what's that song? You're All I Need. That's my jam. Yes. But yeah, so yeah, I'm looking forward to them too. I really am. But yes, you guys, everybody who came in late, make sure you just hit the rewind so you can watch the playback and check out the review on my thoughts of Power Season 6, Episode 15, the finale, and what, I'm looking forward to in the spinoff for Season 1 of Power 2. So, all right, you guys, Lola, Ms. Hall, Deanna, everybody else who commented in the chat. I love it when people comment in the chat and they participate in the conversations. Even if you don't know what the doggone show is about, you just drop down and say, hey, what up, Tanya? How you doing? How you doing? Come on out the bushes and drop down in the chat and say hello, But anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in and participating. And again, I will see you guys, anybody who wants to tune in later to my review of Sisters. That'll probably be around, I don't know, 9:30 p.m., somewhere around there. So with that being said, you guys, you know how we do. In the meantime and in between time, Primetime Squad and Tanya's Primetime TV. Hey, Rico Bazaar Fools, you're late. You're going to have to rewind the show. You got to rewind it and you got to go back so you can watch the review. But make sure you give it a thumbs up as well. But you said, I guess, block from these people in the chat. No, the reason why you can't see them, Lola, is because I'm live on 2 different channels. I have 2 different channels, and one of them is called Tanya's Primetime TV, and one of them is called The Hood Table. So make sure you subscribe to both of my channels, because sometimes I go live on both channels at the same time, and sometimes I might upload the replay of something I did on another channel. But yeah, The Hood Table, for those of y'all who are not subscribed to, The Hood Table is D-A, like duh, and then hood, and then table. And my other channel is Tanya's Primetime TV Media Reviews. So make sure you on The Hood Table and Tanya's Primetime TV. But yeah, that's why, Lola. That's why. Ain't nobody got you blocked, girl. But yeah, so with that being said, y'all, stay blessed, be safe, and I'm out. Deuces.